making equivalent fractions. This is a must-have skill. With it, you will ace your fractions problems. If you're ready for this film, then you've used fraction strips before. Here's a whole one. Let's fold it to make two halves. This whole is in quarters. This is in sixths. This is in eighths. And this is in tenths. Let's colour up one half of it, one part out of two. And that's 2 parts out of 4. And 3 parts out of 6. 4 parts out of 8. And 5 parts out of 10. You can see these are all equivalent fractions. Notice that the denominator is 2 times its numerator for all these equivalent fractions of 1/2. And you could easily think of some more like this without using fraction strips. 10 over 20, 30 over 60, 50 over 100. I want you to take a note. The rule is equivalent fractions can only be made by multiplying or dividing. And whatever I do to the numerator, the top number, I've got to do to the denominator, the bottom number. Now let's go back. These equivalent fractions of 1/2 have bigger numbers, but we can see they all have the same size value. So we multiplied to get these equivalent fractions. Now let's think about that without the fraction strips. Here's 1/2. What do I multiply the numerator and the denominator by to get this equivalent fraction? 2. 1 times 2 is 2 and 2 times 2 is 4. I used a factor of 2 to make this equivalent fraction. You can see whatever I do to the top, I've got to do to the bottom. So if I use a factor of 3, I get this equivalent fraction. A factor of 4 gets me this equivalent fraction. And when I use 5, I get this equivalent fraction.